Wow, this feels great today. Holy cow. Oh man, it's great being up here. Although it's actually windy right now, my head's out of the water and I can already feel how cold it's going to be when I get out. Oh boy. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to dry myself off in a hurry. Okay. Here I go. Don't be too cold, don't be too cold, don't be too cold, don't be too cold. Ah! Hold on a second. Definitely I touched a cobweb coming up. Didn't want to worry about that being on me the entire time. Okay. So I'm back. And funny story. Normally I would like go a little ways to walk, but someone actually moved the chair over here today. Like it was right here when I got here. So okay. Now I gotta quickly dry myself off before like the wind picks up and then it gets all like really cold and I'm not gonna like that. So, how's everyone's week so far? Mine has been full of family and adventures and it's been great. I love it. In fact, my low last night was that last night ended because yesterday was really great. My high would be obviously spending the day with my family. I'll get to that in a second. And my act of kindness was actually I taught my family visiting from Ohio how to play scat. It was great. Okay, I can move this over here. This is easy. Just over here. In case you can't tell, that's how close to the edge I am every time I do these videos. All I have to do is just like rock back or be rambunctious and I immediately fall backwards into the water. So it can be surprisingly nerve-wracking doing this. And it was really funny too because before I pressed record, that squatting position you see me in before I jump in the water, for whatever reason I found myself like clicking my heels together. So I'm like, there's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. And what's funny is sometimes on rainy days up here, you can actually see a really cool rainbow, like going over like a wide area of Keuka Lake. And I have like a friend of mine who's really big into the Wizard of Oz, who also likes Keuka Lake, right? So I say, hey, it's the portal to Oz you were looking for. Any Wizard of Oz fans out there? So yeah, I'm just enjoying my vacation up here so far. It's been awesome. Actually, okay, there we go. So, yesterday I didn't really get to see my mom and dad very much because they went to go all the way back to Corn to see my nephews. So I spent the entire day entertaining my other family that's visiting from Ohio right now, and went back to Bully Hill for lunch. Bully Hill is such a great place, man. I mean, I've talked about Bully Hill ad nauseum many times, so I'll try and keep this brief. But for those of you who don't know, Bully Hill is a winery. It's a vineyard. And I think it has the best view of Keuka Lake anywhere on Keuka Lake. I will admit, though, Point of Bluff over there, that will give it a run for its money. I'll say that much. But man, Bully Hill is such a great place. I remember my grandfather taking my mom and I there for the first time. I'd never seen. I mean, the view, actually, I mentioned this before. Back in like the early 2000s, if you go to Bully Hill now, with the luncheon area outside, there's like a roof above that, and you get to see the lake, and that's great. In the early 2000s, though, there was no roof. Like, you either ate outside or you ate inside, and there was like no roof to protect you from like the elements and stuff. But the view from Bully Hill, spectacular. It's one of the very best. Although I will admit, though, there were a lot less trees back in the 2000s. So, Take that for what you will. Oh, sorry, there's something in my eye. Hold on. And, like, just the view alone is worth going to Bully Hill. But there's, like, a gift shop. There's the center of the universe, which is, of course, the wine shop. And there's a place you can go see goats. They have this one wine called Love My Goat. And you get to see these cute little goats. Cute little goats. What can I say? I love goats. Like, and they have, like, it's so cute. Goats. Love it. The lunch we had there was phenomenal. A couple of my family members tried some of the wine, which I tried too. Specifically, I had one of the goat wines, and I believe I also tried the Banty Red. I forget what they were, but they're all wonderful. I mean, seriously, there's a lot of really great places to go for like wine tasting and stuff, like Heron Hill, Point of the Bluff, Weiss. But for me, Bully Hill was first. That was the first winery I ever went to, actually. So, I guess it holds a special place in my heart. For my lunch, I got a little cup of the tomato basil soup, which is phenomenal. And I had one of the specials, which was a crab cake and scallops. Came with like a little bit of a salad and some fries. I tell you what, I haven't had a crab cake in years. That was the best crab cake I've ever had in my life. And the scallops, too. Those are top tier level scallops. For me, anyway. The fries were good. The salad, that sort of little side salad that came with it, was phenomenal. But my family also split a couple orders of wings and fried green tomatoes. We had those too. Man, Bully Hill's such a great place. It's such a great place to go get lunch. It is. And that's like the one flaw Bully Hill has, is that they only serve like lunch. They don't do dinner. And it's a problem because like dinner with that view, forget about it. It'd be perfect. But alas, they don't do dinner. But they do lunch, which lunch is also very good as well. And after that, my family went to a place that I'd never been to before. So I gave it a check. It's called Wild Goose Chase Antiques. It was it's a big red barn full of all these like neat looking antiques. Let me tell you something. I tried getting a whole bunch of photos of like everything I saw in there. That was merely a glimpse of what was there. It's such a really cool place. They had like old stem and glassware, books, like little old-timey kids' toys, like jugs, and there was like a typewriter, like old vintage signs, like you'd see like on the highway or like in the back of like a truck or something like that. And it was just so cool. Like, here's the thing. I really do have much respect for the past and how far we have come in terms of technology and modernization and stuff like that. And I love that. It's great. Wouldn't trade that for the world. But there's something to be said about looking at like an old book or old wicker furniture that is probably, several decades old. In some cases, probably over 100 years old. And you just gotta look and admire that stuff. I personally would have no interest in like collecting any of that stuff myself, but to look and admire it, that's something that I would always recommend anyone do. Because it's cool. It really is. Here's the thing. I can't afford to buy anything right now. Again, I gotta get some of that YouTube money, guys. That's the only way I can afford to do. Seriously, if I had like YouTube money, the videos I'd be making would be so much bigger. Or I'd be able to do a lot more and show you guys and share with you all what I could do. But sadly that's not the case. Not now anyway, but perhaps someday. So I went back here, hung out with my family for a little bit. We went on the boat ride. We were entertaining my nephews last night. They stayed the night here last night, which was a very rude awakening this morning when they had to go back to school today. It was like daycare or something like that. And but after I hung out with them for a little bit, I actually visited my family at the cottage that they're renting. And we did stuff like we stayed outside, we talked a lot, we ordered pizza from Cam's, which I got to put on the Cutler List eventually. I definitely need to do that. Like, them and Wiseguys are like the two premier pizza places for me up here. So if any of you guys are fans of Cam's or Wiseguys, don't worry, they're going on the Cutler List. I just gotta find the time to make the post for them. What else? One of my cousins made a guacamole, which is really good. I mean, admittedly, it wasn't as good as mine, but, you know, that's fine. It really wasn't, like, for what she was able to throw together in, like, the short amount of time, it was very, very good. We had, like, chips and salsa and guac. We had pizza from Cam's. My cousin made, a peach pie. So we had that with ice cream. Gosh, what else? And we watched the Olympics, watching Simone Biles do her thing. We saw Simone Biles do her thing. Which, okay, considering, I want to amend something. I never really said this out loud, but, like, after, like, I think she needed time to, like, needed to take time off to, like, get her head in order or something like that. There were times I was saying, like, okay, after what happened at the previous Olympics, Simone Biles better be getting gold in, like, everything she does. And from what I hear, it looks like that's going to happen. So, I doubt Simone Biles is ever going to see this. But, Miss Biles, congratulations on all your continued success. Also, congratulations to your husband for beating my Cowboys in the playoffs. Yes, I'm a football fan. Yes, I'm a Cowboys fan. Actually, I like Jonathan Brooks. Jonathan Brooks is a cool guy. I like him. That guy's got some swagger. He's good. He's good. He's gonna go far in the NFL. Seriously, Jonathan Brooks and Simone Biles are, like, probably, like, the most athletic power couple on the planet right now, when you think about it. And it's so freaky. Let's see, what else happened? Oh, I taught my family how to play scat. It was a lot of fun. I mean, it's just been such a good week. And right now, what's sad is we're at a bit of a crossroads, because tonight we were going to go to Sorges to take my grandfather as a big family going to Sorges for dinner. But Sorges can't take us tonight. And now, knowing the person that I am, and knowing that today is Wednesday, which reminds me, happy hump day, folks. You know, why don't we go to the Crab Lakes why don't we go to the Switch for Crab Lakes? Yeah, it's a good idea, but it'd be way too expensive. I mean, it's $70 for one person to get all you can eat crab legs, and, you know, 20 plus people together. My dad's convinced it'd be like over $1,000, which, okay, I don't think it'd be 20 people per se, but yeah, okay, that's fair. I mean, I would like to go get crab legs tonight, since this would be the only time I'd really be able to do it without worrying about what's going on tomorrow. But the important thing is, wherever we go tonight, whether we go out anywhere or we have dinner here, I'm with my family. That is the most important thing going right now. So I can't really complain. So in terms of what's going on today, well, as of right now, nothing. I mean, at some point though, I do need to make a quick trip to, well, I guess I don't really need to go to like a place like Walmart or something like that. At least not to my knowledge. I don't really know. I don't really know what the plan is for the moment. But I'm sure I'll think of something. So, yeah, I guess right now the only thing I can do is sit back, relax, have some fun, and just enjoy being me. Just enjoy myself up here and going on vacation. And like, that's the only problem about being on vacation, because like, for the most part, when you really put your mind to it, it's easy to do the things you set out to do. But if you do too good of a job and get it done early, you're like, well, now what do we do? Well, luckily, though, this whole week is going to be entertaining my family visiting from Ohio. So I think I'll make do. I'm absolutely sure I'll make do. And plus, I can still ride the high of the fact I just had the greatest year of my life. So, that's actually the one problem. Because, like, my Facebook profile got hacked, my old one, the people who need to see what I did aren't really going to be able to see it. The only thing I can do now is hope and pray that somehow they're able to see it. But whatever happens, I did what I set out to do. God can't take that away from me. And I'm sure, karma has a way of paying you back if you do good. So, I guess for now, I'll just have to be patient and wait for something good to happen. I can do that. Well, I couldn't end the video without doing this either. I hope you'll like this video. If you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, find me on social media. As always, I'm very humbled to make this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk, I'm always going to be here to lend you back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.